Bamidele was a man of rising status. In his success, he decided to take a second wife, a young woman from the neighboring village. He thought he was expanding his joy, but he did not see the shadow crossing the face of his first wife, Eniola. To the world, Eniola was the golden wife, supportive, prayerful, and endlessly patient. But behind her smile, she had visited a herbalist in the deep thickest of the forest. With a pouch of dark charms and a whispered oath, she tied Bamidele's spirit. Almost overnight, Bamidele withered. His business crumbled, his vibrant strength vanished, and a strange heavy fog settled over his mind. He became like a child, unable to make decisions, his legs often failing him. The irony was bitter. Eniola became his only hope. She carried him to hospitals. She led him by hand to prayer houses. She spent all her savings on his treatment. Bamidele looked at her with tears of gratitude. "What will I do without you?" he would whisper, clutching the hand of the very woman who had shackled him. One afternoon, a childhood friend named Tunde visited. Seeing Bamidele's hollow eyes, Tunde didn't ask questions. He simply bundled Bamidele into a car and drove to a distant town to see a humble pastor known for deep discernment. The moment they stepped into the small church, the air changed. After hours of intense prayer, the pastor pulled Bamidele aside. His voice was a low rumble of authority. "The hand that feeds you is the hand that binds you, Bamidele. The fire is in your own house." The pastor gave him a strange instruction. "From tomorrow until 12 p.m., you must not speak a word to your wife. Do not tell her where you are going. Do not eat her food. Be silent, and the mask will sleep." The next morning, the loving Eniola brought his porridge. Bamidele sat in total silence. He didn't look at her. He didn't answer her questions. By 10 a.m., Eniola grew restless. "My husband, why aren't you speaking? Is the sickness getting to your tongue?" By 11 a.m., her restlessness turned to a strange, frantic anger. She wasn't used to him having a mind of his own. As the clock struck 12 p.m., Bamidele stood up for the first time in months. His legs felt like iron. He walked toward the door. Eniola blocked his path, her face contorting into a mask he didn't recognize. "Where are you going? I haven't told you to move. I am the one who keeps you alive." In that moment of ego and fear, she reached into her bosom to touch the small leather amulet she used to control him. Forgetting he was watching, Bamidele's eyes cleared. He saw the charm. He saw the malice in her eyes. The spell of her kindness was broken. Bamidele didn't shout. He simply walked past her, out into the sunlight. He realized that the person who saved him from every disaster was the one creating the storms. He was finally free, not just from the sickness, but from the lie he had been living. And immediately Bamidele walked out, and Eniola ran mad.
Thank you for listening to this tale. If you enjoyed this story, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who loves folk tales. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments who your favorite character was and why. Your support helps keep these stories alive. Until the next tale, stay curious, stay inspired.